Thank you so much. Here, Dr. Alka Tajli, Principal of Fibra Nursing College from India. Now I'm starting my study on a neonatology. I'm doing a slide here.
Good morning, everyone. My statement of problem is a study to assess the effectiveness of nesting on biophysiological parameters and sucking response among low birth weight babies at selected hospitals, Surat, Gujarat. Sorry for the disturbance. Introduction. Newborns are the most vulnerable group in getting adjusted to the new environment. Following the birth, the first few months will be act as a transitional period for during the baby adjusts from the aquatic to the aerial environment. Therefore, care methods that facilitate the better adaptation of the neonates will early postnatal environment has an important role in growth of the newborns. So birth weight is one of the most accessible and most misunderstood variable in the epidemiology, as weight at the birth is strongly associated with the mortality risk during the first year and later with the development problems in a childhood. According about the birth weight, according to WHO, low birth weight is defined as a newborn birth weight is less than 2,500 gram. This group of children is considered to have a high risk of neonatal, postnatal, and mortality and the morbidity. Low birth weight is caused by the intrauterine growth retardation, prematurity, or for the both. It contributes to range of poor health outcome. Low birth weight is more common in developing countries. However, data on the low birth weight in developing countries is often limited because significant portion of deliveries are occur in homes or either in a small health facilities. So, where the case of the infant with a new low birth weight are unreported. Low birth weight babies have a higher risk of morbidity and the mortality because they have a loose skin fold, absence of subcutaneous fat, and peeling of skin. Low birth weight affects nearly every organ in the body. Some low birth weight babies need special care in the hospital after the birth. They may need help with the breathing, staying warm, protection against infection, and getting enough nutrition. They may have a problem with the lungs, intestinal tract, vision, hearing, and also developmental delay in the future. So nesting is a one comfortable measure that stimulates in utero feeling of the lack of space and make the baby less prone to startle. The infant can be positioned prone or on the side with the flex extremity by providing a nest with the roll cotton or the blanket. Next, move forward to the need of the study. Globally, there are 140 million live births. Among those live births, 20.5 million born with a low birth weight. Among these 20.5 million low birth weight baby mostly born in two major areas of the world, namely Asia and the Africa. India is the sixth place with the rate of the low birth weight baby. About 20% of newborn have a low birth weight. Every 1 in 7 newborn are born with the low birth weight in India. And Gujarat, when we talk about the Gujarat rank at 8th among the 21 big states as far as high proportion of the babies with the low birth weight is a concern. In fact, Gujarat performance deteriorates from the base year to the reference year. The percentage of the low birth supportive study regarding this. Author name is J. Fleb Astor in 2017. So, conduct the study on a study to assess the effectiveness of nesting on biophysiological parameters and sucking response among the low birth weight babies at the Coimbatore, that is in India. Methodology by using the purposive sampling technique. Total 40 samples were collected, 20 in experimental group and 20 in a control group. Babies in experimental group kept in a nesting and babies in a control group were on the routine care. Then pre-test and post-test were taken in both the group. The result of the study revealed that the nesting is effective intervention to stabilize the biophysiological parameters and to improve the sucking response among the low birth weight babies. So now move forward to the objectives of this study. First objective is to assess the biophysiological parameters among the low birth weight babies in experimental and a control group. Second, to assess the sucking response among the low birth weight babies in experimental and a control group. Third one, to assess the effectiveness of nesting on biophysiological parameters among the low birth weight babies in an experimental group. Then next is to assess the effectiveness of nesting on sucking response among the low birth weight babies in an experimental group. Last one is to find out the association between the biophysiological parameters and sucking response in an experimental group with the selected demographic variables. So next is hypothesis. Research hypothesis is there is a significant improvement in biophysiological parameters and sucking response among the low birth weight babies who receive the nesting than the baby who do not receive the nesting. Operational definitions. First one is assess. According to this study, assess means to monitor the biophysiological parameters and estimate the sucking response among the low birth weight babies. Second one is effectiveness. According to this study, it refers to the capacity of nesting that improve the biophysiological parameters and sucking response among the low birth weight babies. Third one is the nesting. According to study, it is an intervention which gives the comfortable flex position to the low birth weight babies by providing a cell-shaped boundary using the roll cotton towel. So next is a conceptual framework. So I use the modified Levin's conversation model for these studies. In that, it includes both external environment and the internal environment. Low birth weight babies, external environment include the parameters like the temperature, noise, surrounding articles, frequent handling of the baby, and the nursing procedure. When we talk about internal, it includes the physiological discomfort, biophysiological instability, poor muscle mass, and last one is a neurological immaturity. So I divided into two groups, that is experimental group and the control group. In a pre-test, I assess the demographic variable of the mothers and the baby, and also assess the temperatures and other physiological parameters. So babies who are belongs to in experimental groups, so provided the nesting, and babies who are belongs to the control group, they are only routine care only. So when I take the post-test, so results show that there is a significant maintenance of the thermal balance and physiological stability and improvement in the sucking response among the low birth weight baby. And in a control group, there is a minimal maintenance of the temperature and other physiological parameters and improvement into the sucking response in a low birth weight babies. So then next chapter is review of literatures. So according to this, I divided into three sections. First section that deals with the theoretical overview regarding the problems of the low birth weight babies. Chapter 2, section 2. Okay, third, studies related to low birth weight babies. And last one is section 3, studies related to the effectiveness of the nesting. Methodology, that is a chapter 3. I used quantitative research approach. Research design was quasi-experimental research design, that is a non-randomized control group design. Study setting was Sachi Children's Hospital, Surat, Param Children's Hospital and NICU, Surat, Nice Children's Hospital, Surat. Population was in that accessible population, neonate with the low birth weight is less than 2.5 kg at selected hospitals, Surat. Sampling technique was non-probability purposive sampling technique, and sample by using this sampling technique, total 60 samples were collected from the selected hospitals. So these samples were divided into two categories. First is experimental group and the second one is a control group. And by using the parameter like pulse oximeter and thermometer, I assess the parameters, and by using the modified scale for the sucking response, I measure the sucking response. And when then babies are in experimental group were kept in a nesting, and babies who are in a control group, there are no routine care. After the reassessment was done for the both group, then data analysis, and last one is study findings and the conclusion. So this is the schematic presentation of the research design. That is, some two group are there, experimental group and the control group. Post the pre-test was taken in a both group, and only babies who are in experimental group, they are kept in a nesting, and post-tests were taken for the both the group. Variables are number 4. First one is the independent variables. It includes that nesting of the low birth weight babies. Dependent variable, biophysiological parameters and sucking response of the low birth weight babies. Demographic variable include 2, mothers and the child. Mothers include the age, parity, risk during the pregnancy, mode of delivery and birth spacing. Child include the age in days, birth weight, gestational age at the birth, birth order of child and mode of sucking. And last one is a confounding variables, that is a radiant warmer and warmness from the mother. Criteria for sample selection, it includes 2, inclusion criteria and the exclusion criteria. In inclusion criteria, low birth weight babies whose parents are permitting to provide nesting to their baby. Second one is low birth weight babies who are admitted in the hospital and stay for at least 3 days or the more. And last one is mother of the neonate who could understand the speak Gujarati language. Exclusion criteria include neonate who are on a CPAP or the ventilators, neonate who are diagnosed of the severe medical and surgical condition. Third one, neonate who are with the major congenital anomalies. And last one is neonate whose ABGA score is less than 7. So this is the method of data collection. First, formal administrative permission was obtained from the concerned hospital authority, and then by using the non-probability sampling technique based on the inclusion and exclusion criteria, 60 samples were collected from the selected hospitals. Then informed consent were taken from the participant. Last, that is the demographic data of the mother and the newborn were obtained from the mother by using structured interview method, and clinical data were collected from the case record. First, the biophysiological parameters and sucking response assessed in both experimental and control group. Then the babies who are in experimental group were kept in the nesting for the next 2 days. Nesting was provided for the 6 hours per day. Then again biophysiological parameters and sucking response were assessed in both experimental and control group, and then analysis and interpretation of data were done. So chapter 4 is analysis and interpretation of the data. This section deals with the frequency and percentage distribution of the demographic variable among the low birth weight babies. First one is the age of the mothers. In age of the mothers, majority of mothers in experimental group belongs to the above the age of 30. In a control group belongs to the 21 to 30 years. In a parity, in experimental group, majority of mothers are the multipara. In a control group also, majority of mothers are multipara. This during pregnancies. In experimental group, majority of the mother has no complication, and control group also, majority of mother has no complication. Mode of delivery. In experimental group, majority of mother has a normal vaginal delivery, and control group also, majority of mother has a normal vaginal delivery. Birth spacing. In experimental group, majority has the majority has not applicable because they are the primipara, and control group also majority has not applicable because they are the primipara. Second section deals with the frequency and percentage distribution of the demographic variables among the low birth weight babies. The first one is the age. In experimental group, majority are from the first day, and in control group majority were in a second day. Birth weight in experimental group, majority of belongs to the age group, that is 1.5 to 2.0 kg, and control group majority of belongs to the 2.1 to 2.4 kg. Next is the gestational age at the birth. In experimental group, majority of from the 35 to 37 week. In control group also majority from the 35 to 37 week. Birth order of the child. In experimental group, majority of childs are the second born, and control group or majority of child is the first born. Mode of sucking. So in experimental group, majority are in a nutritive sucking, and control group also majority from the nutritive sucking. Section 4. This section deals with the frequency and percent distribution of the score among the low birth weight baby in experiment and a control group. In experimental group, when we take the pre-test, majority of belongs to the poor sucking response, and when we take the post-test, majority of belongs to the fair sucking response. In a control group, so majority of belongs to the fair, and then the post-test also majority belongs to the fair sucking response. Next section is deals with the mean and standard deviation among the low birth weight babies. So in a pre-test mean was 10.33 and post-test mean was 20.27. In a control group, pre-test mean was 10.2 and post-test mean was 15.63. Next section about the comparison of the pre-test and post-test score. So first one is a comparison about pre-test post-test among temperatures. In that experimental group, calculated value is a higher table value. It indicates that research hypothesis is accepted. Second, comparison about DIT pulses. In that also the calculated value is higher than the table values. It also indicates that research hypothesis is accepted. Respiration, same as that, calculated value is higher than the table value. It indicates that the research hypothesis is accepted. And last one is the SpO2, that is oxygen saturation. In that also, calculated value is higher than a table value, that indicates that the research hypothesis is accepted. So here's comparison of the and post-test among the sucking response of the low birth weight babies. In that also, calculated value is higher than the table value. It indicates that research hypothesis is accepted. So next section is deals with the comparison of the biophysical parameter among the experimental group and the control group. So if I use the unpaired t-test, also indicate that calculated value is higher than the table value. So research hypothesis is accepted. In pulse also, calculated value is higher than the table value. It indicates the research hypothesis is accepted. In respiration also, calculation is higher than the table value, so research hypothesis is accepted. Same is in SpO2 also, calculated value is higher than the table value, so research hypothesis is accepted. So this section deals with the comparison in a sucking response. So as we see that calculated value is higher than a table value, so research hypothesis is accepted. So this section deals with the association with the demographic variables. When we talk about the temperature, so age of the mother and the age in a days in a children and birth weight and gestational age at the birth has a significant association with the demographic variables. The second one is pulse. In pulse, there is a in a child age in days, birth weight are the association. Third one is the respiration. In respiration, birth weight and gestational age at the birth are has a significant association. So in SpO2 also, there is a age in days, birth weight and gestational age at the birth are has a significant association. So in sucking response, age in days, birth weight, and gestational age at the birth has a significant association with the sucking response. So next the discussion. So first one is, so I read a discussion based on the objectives of the studies. The first objective is to assess the biophysiological parameters among the low birth weight babies in experimental groups. So these indicate that standard deviation and mean is significantly higher in the post-test in experimental group. So indicate that it is effective on the low birth weight babies. So, in assessment of the sucking response among the low birth weight babies, in a pre-test, the majority of child belong to the poor sucking response. So then effectiveness of the nesting on biophysiological parameters. So as we discussed that tabulated value is lower than the calculated value. So in all temperature, pulse, respiration and SpO2, the research hypothesis is accepted. It indicates that nesting is an effective intervention on low birth weight babies in a biophysiological parameters. So next is the nesting effectiveness of nesting on sucking response. It also indicates that table value is lower than the calculated value. So it indicates that so research hypothesis is accepted and nesting is effective on the sucking response. So last one is association. So in a temperature, age of the mother, age of the baby, birth weight and gestational age are the significant association. In temperature, age of the child, babies and the birth weight has a significant association. In respiration, there is a birth weight and gestational age has a significant association. In SpO2, age in days, birth weight, gestational age and mode of sucking has a significant association. In a sucking response, birth weight, gestational age and mode of sucking has a significant association. So major findings of these studies. So in a major finding in experimental group, like a majority of pre-test majority of belongs to the poor sucking response. In a control group also majority of belongs to the poor sucking response. After implementation of the nestings in experimental group, majority of belongs to the fair sucking response. In a control group, majority belongs to the poor sucking response. Then nursing implications. So care of the tiny of the low birth weight baby is a primarily concern with the health workers. The present study is effectiveness of nesting on biophysiological parameters and sucking response. It helps stabilize the biophysiological parameters and improve the sucking response among the low birth weight babies. So this method is an additional therapy and it can be used as a nursing intervention in a care of the low birth weight babies. And this study can be implemented in several fields like in nursing practice, nursing education, nursing administration, and the nursing research. Recommendation. So this study can be conducted by using a large sample. So thereby the findings of the study can be generalized. Study can be conducted to find out the factors that influence the biophysiological parameters and sucking response of the low birth weight babies. Next one is a comparative study can be conducted to assess the sucking response among the low birth weight babies on direct breastfeeding and express breast milk formula. Then study can be conducted to assess the effectiveness of structured teaching program on knowledge and practice regarding handling the low birth weight babies with the nesting among the NICU staff nurses. A study can be conducted to assess the effectiveness of nesting on length of stay in a hospital. And last one is study can be conducted on the effectiveness of nesting on neurobehavioral activity among the low birth weight baby. And these are the reference of the study.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.